What's up, guys? Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the NR Motorsports YouTube channel. So today we're going to be finished up working on the back here. So we got all this welded in. The next step is to get this frame rail cut out, because again, this isn't attached to anything, and it's kind of like shitty metal. And I want to get behind here because they replaced this and see what's back there and make sure I can treat everything. But we're gonna cut these out right here. This right here, just because we're going to be replacing both frame rails, top and bottom. As you can see, there's basically no frame rail even left there. So we're going to strengthen up here, get a cross member in here. We're actually going to use, let me see, we're going to take this. So you guys remember, I didn't end up using these frame rails back here, but I don't need crazy structural integrity going back and forth to here. So I'm just going to cut this down, and we're going to put this through here. Just because I want to give a little bit more bracing, and I want to have an attachment point for the fuel tank that we're going to be putting in here. I ordered a universal fuel tank that's 15 gallons. It's basically the exact same size here, and we're going to use a Warboro 450 Hellcat pump. So that'll be good to about 1,000 horsepower, which I don't expect to ever get that far with this, but who knows, rather have it overbuilt than ever have to worry about it. But yeah, I'm gonna put you guys down in a time lapse. We're gonna basically just cut this out and cut these two brackets out, and then we'll get new metal in there.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah.
Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you this piece. They ended up like tack or spot welding it inside the screw hole. So I had to get behind it with a blade. This kind of was more of a bitch than it should have been. But they did the same thing. They like spot welded inside the hole there. And it's just sad that they didn't even treat behind it, because all this shit is just exposed rusted metal back here. So again, I'm glad I'm cleaning this up and getting rid of all this shit and replacing it all. But that was more of a hassle than it needed to be. So we're gonna come up in here. I'm gonna cut the rest of this out. I was gonna try and cut this all the way across, but there's not really a need to, because I'm gonna be cutting all this shit out anyway. So I'm going to just cut this up and then just start cutting down this frame rail all the way down, leaving the corner in, just because I've already welded to that. And when I put the box steel up, it's just gonna be inside of there anyway, so you're never gonna see it. So we'll clean it up, seal it so it won't rust again, but we're just gonna leave that in here. So let me start cutting this down. And actually, I'm probably gonna remove this one down here first. So let me get this one cut out, then we'll be set up to remove that whole thing and weld in new. So yeah, we'll put you guys back into a time lapse and we'll get this thing done. Yeah.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Alright guys, so we have this metal cleaned up that's inside here. This is the stock body stuff, so it's very thin, and we're welding it to, it's probably like 1/8 inch plate. So this is, they didn't even like seam weld this, so I cleaned up behind it. We sprayed some weld through primer all inside, and then I went through with a punch and I smacked this down flat even. So I'm just gonna put a full bead of weld so no rust can happen in between here, and all that's protected before we put this piece of metal in, because there's gonna be a little bit of gap here and I don't want anything to get in there. We're gonna fill this with seam seal, but it's just better to have something that I won't be able to get to fully seamed in so nothing rusts anymore. So this right here, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I'm gonna clean it up, spray it again. We're gonna finish off all these welds in here, make sure that's all good, and then we'll get this in so we can get that frame piece across. So I'll put you guys back into a time lapse and we'll get this finished up.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah.
Alright guys, so it's day 2 here and we got a little bit farther than I've shown you. So we got the rear frame rail in. I cut this with the plasma cutter. I'll have a video on that later on tonight. And then I put this brace in for the fuel tank that we're gonna be putting in here. And now I'm getting set up to start cutting this metal out. So let me end this video right here, just because this was like all the frame rail stuff that we were doing. And the next one will be on the side frame rails and getting the passenger side pretty much done so we can start going on to the driver's side. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you got any questions, put in the comment section below and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.